Introducing WebEx Assistant. Transcripts, highlights, and recordings of your class for your students.
If you want to have a transcript and captions and highlights for your classes for your students to use, you're going to have to make a settings change. You're going to go over to Preferences in WebEx, and you're going to go over here to Scheduling, and then down here it says automatically share the meeting highlights, recordings, and transcript. Alright, so once you tick that box in, you click Save. Now we're going to go to a meeting here, and I have one ready to go. I'll click Start and open WebEx. Now when I click Start Meeting,
WebEx Assistant is enabled to save audio highlights.
this is the WebEx Assistant, and it's already set up. You have to ask the administrator for WebEx to allow you to have access to this. And when you start a meeting, it of course pops up and tells you it's ready to go. You will see that you have to click this View Captions and Highlights. Click that. And then you will see that the captions are actually being recorded here. Now, for this to actually get sent to your students, you need to click this Record button, and then this Record button, and the recording starts, and it's taking in the captions. And so if you have a student using this, they're going to be able to come to the recording here of the caption in the transcript here, and they're going to be able to highlight text and click the highlight button. Alright, so that's enough of the example, and we're just going to close out the meeting and end it, and then we're going to go into our WebEx. But before we do that, we're going to have an email sent to our Outlook, which will tell us that it's ready. So I'm going to click the End Meeting, and I End Meeting. Now, depending on how long the class that you recorded was, you'll eventually get an email. Now, my meeting was very short, and so I already received my email back. And if you open up your email, you scroll down and you'll see View Meeting Content, and you'll see that it takes you right to the review. Any highlights that were made, you can click here on highlights and you'll see them right here. And the review will allow you to change the wording here. So if we delete or change or alter this at all, we'll go over here to the pencil. If we want to listen to the recording, we click we click this play button. And so again, to edit, you will click here, and if you changed something, let's say instead of student it said many students, once you make a change, you click the Save Edit, and if you don't want that, you click the X. So that's how you do that. So I'm going to save this change, and you have two downloads that you can use. The VTT file is the captions, and the text is the transcript of the meeting, so you can download that and clean it up if you want to do it there, and then send it to a particular student. All the students will have access to this content. I don't believe they have access to editing it. Now, I was the only one in attendance, so there, if you have a list of students in your class who viewed the video or the class while you were recording it, all their names will be here, and then you can export the attendance report. So that's pretty much all you need to know, and this is a great way for students to take notes in your class they'll be able to go into the transcript and make highlights as the class is going on, and then when they click on the highlights, they'll be able to use those to study by.